Almost.
Almost. Yeah, those Zerglings. Oh, that's so cute. That
Yeah,
Zergling
that's
micro.
really true. The circling has, free vision of whatever his opponent's doing.
Yeah.
He would have been free to go for some sort of Baneling bust. He saw that there's only one cannon. The wall in by Bully is quite well, though. I mean, there's three high HP buildings standing there.
Mhm.
He could have busted the forge and then the cannon, but it would have, required quite a few Banelings, and of course, it would have been an all-in. So
Yeah, that would be rather risky, actually.
yeah, it
But
would have.
it would have worked, especially. Also, what he could have done is make a Roach Speedling all in.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
that's safer because you don't actually have to sacrifice.
it's a safer all in than the Baneling all in.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just slicing away at those destructible rocks. Is that Zergling dead yet or not yet? QQ.
No, he lost his. No, he hasn't lost his circling actually.
No, not
Bully's
yet.
just pissed off at the fact that he hasn't been able to kill it yet.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, we don't even have circling speed. I mean,
Yeah.
if that circling gets speed, it's just like 20 seconds away. It's gonna be. Now it's dead. Now, good job. GG. Alright, Bully loses by default because he called GG.
Yeah, that's not something he should have said, right? But nah, those are not the rules here. But he finally killed off that pesky Zergling, denying scouting, denied scouting for his opponent. He's adding 2 more gates. I'm not sure what he's going to do now because of that Zergling. He's being delayed quite some time. Adding
Well,
Spire.
He has a lot of information. And only now, Bully is going to throw down his actual buildings and tech, which is the Twilight Council. I'm really curious as to see which path he's going to take. It's quite obvious for Vici, of course, because he's getting a Spire and has taken all gases which are fully saturated, so he is going to go for Mutaplay. We can only pray that Bully is going to realize this in time and go for Blink Stalkers, and he is chronoing out a well, not chroning it anymore, but making a observer,
Just to
so
check
he's
out.
going to be able to scout perfectly.
He's going to scout the Spire, but will he respond properly? That's the question, because even if he scout, okay, you see a Spire, you know there's going to be mutas. Do you know what the proper response is? We'll see if Bully will figure it out. He's just chrono boosting out his 1 armor, plus, yeah, armor.
He's making Blink as well.
Ooh, that's not something he should have done. He shouldn't target the Warp Gate. He should have targeted the Cybernetics Core, not only because it has, actually? Oh. I'm lagging over here. Oh, it's
No, Bully is lagging.
Bully, get out! That's not really an option if you're playing right now.
But yeah, I'm not too familiar from my point of view with this such. So why is it better to take out the core than the gateway?
I think because with the gateway you can warp in extra units. You can just build a Cybernetics Core somewhere else and without losing extra unit production. That's my point of view because I think the reason why he killed that warp gate is because it has less health. So that sounds reasonable. But also, if Vici decides to attack now and he kills the Cybernetics Core that's over there, that's part of the wall off, he can't warp in Stalkers or Sentries.
Yeah.
So
Important thing to note: there's 7 mutas out right now, and they're going to spot the third by a Bully. Vici himself right now is taking a 4th base, or he's taking his 3rd, and he's probably going to take a 4th right now. Because the drone is moving up there.
He already has 2 cannons. That's enough to take him
Ooh,
up.
these
And some
mutas are in a lot of trouble because they're taking a lot of damage from the Stalkers.
There's a nice response here, but there's still no cannons here in the natural expansion from Bully. He really needs to make some pylons and some defenses here. Yes, there he
These
goes.
mutas took so much damage. I don't think they're going to be able to do much against these Blink Stalkers.
Do they have Blink?
Right now,
Oh, they have
so
Blink
there we
right
go.
now. All right.
He shows it, so Vici knows. Okay, I'm probably not going to be able to do much more than keep actual map control, because well, this is the ladder version, so the Stalkers can actually blink across from the 3rd into the main if they want to, for easy defense instead of having the wall all around it.
We're seeing here a perfect response here by a Bully by making a Templar Archives, researching that storm, and he's going to warp in some High Templars anytime soon. Here we go, here at the main, at the natural expansion. And
Ooh,
oh
lots
my
of
god,
Zerglings
the
running in.
Zerglings are running in.
And they're killing quite a few Stalkers. There's only 3 left now. warping in 2 more, but these mutas are now in a position to deal a lot of damage.
And
'Cause
that
there's
Archon
almost
isn't
no
doing
anti-air.
anything. If that Archon here, yes, now you're seeing that Archon. Remember,
Yeah.
Archons do extra splash damage.
Oh, here we go,
Gets
one hit.
clumped up units.
Oh, watch it. Oh, nice repel with the Archon. He really did a great job and warping in more stalkers into the path of these mutas. Not sure if should be engaging those. He's gonna lose 1 muta.
But he
Probably
also lost
warping
2
in another
stalkers here. Is he going to lose something more? No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is, well, I guess Finifidici is gonna have to go for a tech switch, but his multitasking is suffering a lot. He's banking up a lot of minerals. He doesn't have any drones at his 4th base.
4 days. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
technically the 4th one he took.
Yeah.
Sorry. And yeah, he isn't teching at all. He's getting a roach worm, but and he does have an infestation.
Well, he
pip,
has pathogen glands for his.
yeah, that's true. That's a good move. And he's droning up, of course, because he still feels he's got map control. But you know, 4 more gates on the way for Booty.
Sounds about right, but he needs some sentries out. If there's any other run bys, which is going to happen right now, they could do a lot of damage.
No,
they could get
all it off. Good surround on the Stalkers and the Immortal. They're probably all gonna fall at this point, and there's only 1 cannon there to provide additional fire support. So yeah, these pesky little run-bys doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that much anymore because they decide to fight these zealots, which are specially trained to fight Zerglings. But you know, the harass is paying off. There's still no probes at the third of Bully, even though the worker count isn't that different from each other.
And then still, the macro is slipping for both players, letting their minerals get to over 1k minerals. So
yeah,
isn't too good.
And Fidivici's even supply blocked, even though he's got like almost 1,000 more income than his opponent. So he's definitely ahead, but he needs to, you know, really.
Do something. Oh, that High Templar is going to die. And it's taken out. He doesn't have enough energy for Storm, so yeah, it was quite useless. So I don't know what Bully is doing right now. He's being
he
harassed
blinks
by
into the mutas, and these mutas are all gonna die probably. But, well, okay, they're getting away, but they took so much damage. I don't think these.
And also at the same time, at the third base, we're seeing Speedling run by here, which I think that was the problem with Bully. He was he didn't have to focus enough the multitasking skills to kill off the Mutalisks and those Speedlings.
Yep. Yeah, these run-bys are being incredibly efficient for Finifidici. I mean,
He's just going
really
to take on those bases now. What Bully
more
should-
mutas in the main right now, but there's
Oh, nice Storm! Storm to his
kills
probes, no
a couple
problem.
of his own probes. Good blink
Oh.
here, and you know, I think this muta harass is officially over. And
More
really
Zerglings running by into the third base here, between the third and the second base of Bully. I'm not sure where he's going. Is he going to the third base, or is he just going to hang there and just
and
chill?
Bully doesn't actually see the links. Okay, now he does because they're around his nexus.
Yeah.
And now he's going to move in with the stalkers to try and defend it. But still, well, these Zerglings can actually get out. These stalkers are holding him in quite perfectly. Except, okay, well,
Not
if you're
in-
going to position him like that,
Oh. He's going to run it. Oh, just in time. Just in time.
And
Look at
Bully
those.
is actually taking way more damage than he should. I mean, he's lost a lot of probes. At this point, he's down to almost half of his opponent's worker count. He's not taking any bases. He's not saturating his third. All Finifidici really has to do right now is, you know, check and expand even more to get further ahead.
Just and look at the vision. Just take Vinivici's cam and look at his vision. He has vision over the entire map. He has complete map control. While if you take a look at Bully, he only has the bottom right. That's nothing.
Yeah.
And also one observer in the main base of Vinivicic, but that isn't helping much. He can scout his opponent, but he doesn't have the proper resources to react upon this.
Yeah, and he's just gonna see. Well, the observer just sitting in a spot that's completely unimportant right now. So if he would scout, he would see just how far behind he was. Well, what's happening to the income of Finifidici? Because it was a bit higher, and it's almost equalized at this point. Was there some sort of harass?
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the main base
yeah.
is being mined out, and all of those
Yeah.
drones are doing nothing.
Yeah, now they're being transferred somewhere else, which is, of course, a good idea. I think they're being moved to the top left, actually. So yeah, 90 drones right now. He's just going to be able to produce an army all the time and just throw units at his army. He's maxed already. mostly on, well, roaches, I would say. And wow, we have really a scary army for Vinivici right now. A couple of Brood Lords for good measure. But let's not forget that it's Bully's armies. Well, it's not that bad either. He's got a lot of splash damage with those,
With those Archons, and
Archons.
also has Storms on those High Templars. And you could also feedback those Infestors, but those Infestors can also just fungal growth the entire army, so they can blink, they can't use their
Yeah.
abilities or nothing.
And Bully sees the army. He's going to feedback one Infestor. He's going to get another one. No, he actually gets sniped quite hard.
Oh,
Nice
yeah,
blinks
there's a
on the.
snipe.
And there come the fungal growth, and now the engagement is on. Nice snipe, nice feedbacks on the Infestors.
Two more
Great
nice
storms, but he's managing to dodge them quite well. And yeah, I don't see Bully winning this because
Yeah.
there's just too many roaches, too much stuff. He is taking his fourth, and yeah, there he calls GG.
There's the GG. And there
A
you
bit
go.
of a detail though is that if you look at the watchtower, there's actually a whole bunch of stalkers there. If those would have been in the actual battle, I think
Yeah,
it would have
they
gone
could
quite
have helped a
different.
little bit, but yeah.
Maybe it didn't have him hotkeyed or something.
Yeah, that's just GG. That was a really nice play there by Vinivici. Just Bully didn't react properly.
Right, let's see. Is Moby one in game? Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah,
Oh, he
still.
just started playing. Wait, no, he just started the game, so we can't. We're just gonna cast game number 2 of this series.
Yeah, we'll just do that then. So that's a really nice play by Vinivici. As I said, he just outplayed his opponent Bully by containing him on his 3 bases with that multi-harass, trying to just trying to harass as much as he can at all bases. But yeah. But at a moment like that, he should have warped in some DTs and just sniped some bases because he was so far behind, but that's not what he did. He just tried to make a lot of stalkers and tried to attack and win. Maybe with those blink stalkers he could have sniped some bases, but that's not, yeah, that's also not what he did. He just sit tight on his 3 bases and try to protect it as long as he can against those mutaras. But remember, as soon as those mutas die, that doesn't mean the threat is over. That means the Zerg player has more supply to make other things, to make Brood Lords, to make Corruptors, to morph them into Brood Lords. So yeah, we'll see what he's going to do the next game here.
Yeah, I've been invited for game number 2.
Alright, the next map is going to be Shakira's Plateau. And we're all ready and set to go!
We are.
Remember, Vinivici is ahead 1 game. If he wins this one, he's going to advance to the next round.
Indeed.
So here we are. We see they're spawning cross positions with Bully as the Yellow Pearls player in the bottom right, and in the top left as the pink Zerg player Vinivici. It's Latin for I came, I saw, and
I conquered.
I conquered. Thank you. I wasn't quite sure
It's
by
more like I won, I guess, but
I
I
won?
conquered because it was
Caesar, Kaiser, Julius Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah, that's the English pronouncing.
Yeah.
That's how they pronounce it in England, or in
It's
in
one of the more
English.
ironic things about Latin. I mean, some people, there's a certain pronunciation for Latin,
Mhm.
but nobody actually knows how they pronounce it because there's not anyone alive who actually spoke Latin back in the day.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, okay, and that's also why we teach it at school, because it's a dead language. It was the English of
Yep.
the klassieke oudheid. How you call that? We're going to see here a scout from Bully. He's just going to scout. His opponent doesn't have anything. Trying for that forge fast expand now.
Filipino.
Yeah. Why?
Sorry, there's someone kind of trolling me on. Oh man, I have to mute my mumble because people are talking to me. All
Not
right.
Filipino. Okay, never mind. It's just Filipino. All right. That's hilarious. That's funny, dude. That's so
Yeah.
funny. Oh my god. Alright, what's Bully going to do? Is he going to drop a pylon? Yes, he's going to drop a pylon and delay the expansion of his opponent.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to my teammates of Insane Dutch Killers for watching the stream right now while I think they want me to play with them, but I'm not quite sure. Sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah, this pylon's gonna finish, so no hatchery for a while.
Is he going to make a gateway? Because that's something that also Grubby does when he's going to delay his opponent's expansion by letting the pylon.
Did you see the proxy hatch?
Where? Oh my god, I seen it. Alright, this is actually a good and a bad thing here for Vinividivici. It's a good thing because he's going to force, why is he pulling 4 probes? He's forcing Bully to make cannons. He's going to make cannons and a pylon any second now. Yes, that's what he's going to do. That's what he should have done, but what he's not doing.
If I were Bully, I would be so confused at this point. Not only because I don't play Protoss, but, you know, proxy hatch is pretty much a perfect counter to, well, it's not an actual cannon rush, but...
Yeah, because now if Bully decides to make a pylon and make a cannon, Vinividivici can just cancel it, so... We'll see what he's going to do.
At the last moment.
Do you think he's going to let it finish or not?
I wouldn't if I were him, because it's going to die pretty quickly afterwards.
Yeah, but he can still make something out of it. Well,
I don't think so. I mean, maybe a couple of links, but he doesn't have a dope rush.
We're going to see a castle. We're going to see. Oh no, he's going to
let's finish.
And,
wow.
and those 4 probes actually do a lot of damage. Actually held it down to 300 HP, and now the Zealot is going to finish it off. So actually, very good, actually near perfect response here by Bully. He didn't overreact by making a cannon or anything by just by making a cannon and hold it off. But there are here 3 eggs here. He's not sure what
surrounding the eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that works.
Oh, and those 2 circlings. Oh my god, there's again circlings inside of his base.
Yeah,
going
this seems familiar.
When did he do that? Nice probe micro here by Bully actually. Pulling off that 1 probe, only has 5 HP remaining, but he's still alive, so good control there. Now, Vinividivici actually now lost 300 minerals by making that proxy hatchery. So he needs to do something else to get back into the game. It's not like he's too far behind. His opponent, his Nexus isn't finished yet, while Vinividivici, his expansion just been finished. We're going to see what he's going to do this game. Is Vinividivici going again for that Mutalisk speeding build, or is he going to opt for something else?
Yeah, I'm trying to determine who's ahead at this point, because in terms of income, they're sort of equalized. I mean, he's going to transfer probes right now, and you know the income is going to soften out a bit. Protoss does have has less workers, and Zerg has 2 hatcheries, so he can produce quite well at this point. He's missing injects though, I think.
No,
he just doesn't have energy on his queen.
Oh, it's not energy. Did he spend those energy on those?
He made a creep tumor.
Creep tumor. Alright, that's outside. I was looking for that creep tumor. I didn't find it anywhere. And panicking and everything. I'm thinking we're going to see a Spire again because he's taking to lair. I'm not sure if he's going to add a.
Well, he's got 4 extractors, so this is going to be either an Infestor Ling build or Spire. And considering the relative success of Muta play we've seen right now,
relative success, relative success with Mutas.
Well, it's not like Mutas won in the game last game. So.
Yeah. It's not like that. It was the major confrontation. But we're going to see what Bully is going to do right now. What he also could have done is go air now, just make 1 void ray and just a lot of phoenixes forcing.
There goes the Stargate for Bully. So it's going to be some sort of airplay. He doesn't have 4. Well, he's got 3 simulators running right now, so he might opt to go and throw down another Stargate and really go airplay. He's got the economy for
we're going to see what he's going to do. He's going to harass his opponent with that Stargate, apply some pressure upon him because his opponent only has. Oh no, he's making Spore Crawlers. He's completely safe now. But well, he could make a lot of phoenixes and maintain air control by sniping overlords and denying scouting by his mutalisks and everything. Because we
Well,
see
that's
it's
always a good thing, you know. You want to grab all the small advantages
yeah.
you can, and considering the fact Vinicius is once again spreading his overlords all around the map for good vision, he could really kill a lot of them.
Yeah. But Bully is opting for Void Ray first, so I'm not sure that the Void Ray is going to be rather effective because at the time it will get to the base, the Spire is already up and he can make a lot of mutalisks. So
Yep. And Mutas, of course, as we see, somewhat counter.
are
Void.
relatively good against, a
I'm
Forge
just not
Fast
the kind
Explorer.
of player to make calls like that, like A hard counters B. It's
No,
more like
no, it's not
A
like that.
under the correct circumstances in the hands of the right player counters B somewhat,
hmm
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So yeah, that's a good thing by Bully sniping some overlords here, but he's making a second Void Ray, and that's not what he should have done because we see 10 Mutalisks on the way for Vini Vidi Vici. Bully already has warp gates, so he can warp in 6 gateway units at a time. He also
Hmm.
has 1 attack upgrade on the way. Uh, doesn't look too bad for him. Oh, he's going to
Yeah,
scout this expansion here. Those Mutalisks are going to snipe that poor
yeah.
Void Ray.
+1 finally finishing for a Protoss player. He probably should get uh, Blink because he's seen the Mutas by now. Just lost the Void Ray, and now he's getting 6 Stalkers, which is a good response. But
And also
Blink
getting that
Stalkers
Twilight's
is
Castle.
just so much better. Making Phoenix as well. Great response. And there goes the Twilight Council. So, I never said anything.
He did that because he said it, not because he had to do it. He did that because you said
Yeah,
it.
are we sure that we got a 3-minute delay?
Oh my god. Yeah, he could. He's holding off all those mutas. Those mutas are going to die here. That one
Yeah.
Phoenix is going to do a lot of damage here.
Okay.
Now what he should have, now what Bully should do now is make like 6, 7 Phoenixes and just let them fly around the map. Let them just kill any kind. Let them just kill overlords, deny scouting, and just check out what his opponent is doing. That's what he should have done while just taking on 2 base and feeling secure that he could take out a 3rd base, which he
Yeah.
actually feels secure right now because he's making
Yeah.
a 3rd base
This
right now.
is, this is a good moment for Vinny Vidivici because he's absolutely establishing map control with these Mutas and, of course, Zerglings and even a couple of Corruptors. So yeah, we've got a couple of Spine Crawlers in the middle to prevent any sort of surprise push. He's taking out everything at the Selnaga Towers, but he's getting pushed away by the Phoenix Stalker Ball right now, and he shouldn't really engage here because, these Stalkers, they're going to have Blink pretty soon, so it's pretty difficult to engage.
Yeah.
His third is up though, which we cannot say for its Bully at this
Oh,
point.
we see here Warp Prism here by Bully going to the bottom left expansion of Vini Vidi Vici
We do.
to apply some pressure here. Now, I'm not sure what the game plan is from Bully, but he's just confronting his opponent here in the middle.
I like this timing by him because at this point Zerg only has like 8 roaches and 5 mutas, so he could do some very serious damage. Nice warping in the main to defend against these stalkers, by the way, as well as the Phoenix. He needs to micro them carefully though, because he's lost 1, 2 Phoenix by now.
Oh,
Nice
nice,
pullback.
nice
Yeah, I like this
interception.
control by him.
Yeah.
Where did
That
the
Warp
Prism
Prism
go?
isn't doing
It's-
anything, and those 2 Corruptors will scare. Oh my god, those 2 Corruptors are awfully close, scarily close against the Warp Prism.
Yeah, they are.
Okay,
now
but
here's the warp in.
yay.
And,
Going to
well,
s-
19 roaches on the way now. That's what that's what you get if you let Zerg get to 4 bases and just let him tech. Because these zealots are going to be dead meat any second now. If he's smart, he'll just put him up in the war prism again and move out. But he's going to lose
No,
him.
that's not going to work. Nope. But at the same time, while he's having his little diversion act in the bottom left, Bully is deciding to move out in the middle of the map.
Yep.
Some
And
micro here, but it's not the best engagement here because of those 4 spore crawlers. And now the army of Vinividivici can safely retreat
yeah.
to the middle of the
So
map.
not much of a success for the Protoss player there. Both players are on equal work account, so I wouldn't say any player is significantly behind. It's really going to come down to tech choices and control and decision making, I would say, at this point. We have a fleet beacon going up for our Protoss player though, so he's gonna go Mothership. Wow, that's special.
That's really a desperate move here. We see another engagement. We see a fungal. Yeah.
Fungal and Stalkers, nice fungals. And wow, he's gonna lose a lot of units here in this engagement. Needs to pull back to the cannons. Wow, this is really putting him in a bad position.
Yeah, his opponent is taking to a great spire right now, and they both have equal amount of income and actually also the same amount of minerals and
Yeah.
and gas. So yeah.
Thing is though that the main for a Protoss player is gonna mine out really soon. Same for the Zerg player is actually mining out just about now. Finifici has like 74 probes and is still behind the general supply, so his actual army is quite small compared to the Zergs, which does of course have roaches, which sort of inflates supply, so to speak.
Oh my god, the Warp Prism is going to die and there are 3 zealots inside of it. Ah!
Oh, there he goes.
Those 3 zealots are down.
That's painful.
And we see a mothership. I want to see where the mothership is coming out from the main base.
The main, yep.
Now, what he needs to, he can pull this off, but he doesn't need to engage it. He just, yeah, like these kinds of engagements are good, just to let him show like I'm here. But then he
He's
needs to
playing around 3 quite
more.
nicely in the middle.
Yeah.
What he really needs to do though is get another expansion, because he's just gonna fall behind in economy too much, I think. Zerg doesn't want to engage just yet, even though he does have a couple of Brood Lords, and all it really takes is a couple of good fungals like this to hold the army in place while it gets absolutely destroyed. Observer survives with 7 HP. Yeah, it's right in the death ball of the Zerg, so a bit probably kind of traumatized.
Why is he going for a mothership? I'm not sure. Why did he go for a
Yeah, I'm not sure. He should really go for another expansion, because free-based Protoss just isn't gonna make it past the 20-minute mark, I would feel.
No. No, especially with, look at that army composition. There's roaches, there are lings in there, infestors and Brood Lords backing it up.
I wonder if he's going to be able to hold off this push. Good warping though, lots of stalkers once again, but I really think he needs more tech, like Colossus or Templar. Just pure stalker isn't going to cut it, especially against Broodlord Infestor.
Oh, just intercepting those roaches. Really nice engagement here by Bully.
Meanwhile though, Finifici is gonna push the third of our Protoss opponents, the Protoss player, and Bully is gonna have to pull.
Yes, the mothership is here. The mothership is here. I'm not sure what he's going to do. He needs to snipe that Overseer.
Yeah, he does. And even then, fungals are still a big threat. He's almost got another free ready. Mothership moving forward right now.
He can't do anything.
Blinking into the. Ooh, he needs to kill the Overseer. He's not focusing.
The Overseer, yeah, the Overseer is dead. Now they can't do anything.
There's only one fungal left. Fungal gets casted, and now the Zerg player has to get the heck out of there.
Oh my god! So really nice comeback here by Bully, but the problem is, will he continue to do it? Because his main base is completely mined out right now, and he doesn't have any other bases left. So nice response. But what Finifici is doing is making a Hydralisk Dam, making having extra upgrades, a lot of Corruptus over here.
Yeah, and a bunch of additional Overlords. So I really think this mothership was kind of a one-trick pony. He might use it, blink a whole bunch of stalkers up into the 4th base, kill the hatchery, and then mass recall out. But otherwise, I just don't see anything.
Or we could see an Archon toilet here with 2 yeah, it's only 2 Archons.
He has finished his Templar archives, but I don't think he really has the economy to sustain Templar archives.
No.
He did just get rid of the Overlord at his 4th base, and is now throwing down a bunch of pylons and cannons there so he can make a Nexus. But yeah, I really don't think that he's going to be able to catch up that well. He's getting Storm, first Archon on the way. But he's just going to need a whole lot of patience and luck to hold this off, because the army for the Zerg is massive right now.
We're going to see some
yeah,
kind of.
Vortex.
Oh, there's a vortex. There's a vortex. Is he going to get his Archons inside? Are the Archons inside?
Yeah, he does. He's getting his whole army inside.
Oh.
And keep in mind, there's still several Brood Lords up, as well as an Infestor.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Here come the Archons. Nice spread here by the Corruptors.
Whoa.
Archon's still alive.
Archons still. Whoa! Look at those kill counts. Oh no, 5 here, 5 there, 13 here.
Yeah.
Oh, really nice engagement actually. Those are just the few overlords here, I mean the brute lords here, are
Wow,
being
it really seemed like
destroyed.
She wasn't microing at all. Bully doing a smart thing though, pulling back because, well,
Whoa.
he needs to make sure he gets another base.
He actually supply blocked his opponent. Bully is actually quite good for this moment. And he just needs to stay alive for the remainder of the game, but his opponent is going to be have a lot more roaches and lings on the way, but Archons are really good against biological units, and guess what? The army composition of Zerg, whatever player they are, is always biological, so they do always extra damage, and also if they're clumped together, another extra damage. So
What really worries me though is the fact that Zerg is mining gas off of 5 bases. If that's more than enough to sustain a huge Broodlord army, and he's just gonna push the extra base of the Protoss right now, and he has to defend this. If he cannot hold here, he's gonna lose the game. He needs to defend this Nexus, and well, he's only now moving out to defend it. And I don't think, well, these Broodlords are actually all alone. He can just blink under them and snipe them if he wants to. No, too late. Vinivici moves in right on time, and now fungals the Stalkers and the Zealots. So yeah, oh, these probes are gonna get all caught, and actually I think the game is gonna be determined right here because the army of Bully, I don't think it's enough. Well, okay, Broodlords once again being isolated, gonna lose 2 of them. Nice blink up.
yeah, just that one stalker there. But this base is going to go down. I don't think Bully has enough of an army
Well,
to take it.
Vinivici is really showing some poor Broodlord control at this point. I think they're keeping separated from the rest of the army all at the same time. He did deny the base, but it wasn't really that much of a nice view.
Is he just delaying? So is he just gaining extra time so he could warp out his mothership? Well, I'm not sure what he's doing here. I am not sure what he's doing here. And the mothership is down, and there's no detection. There's a lot of overseers here. 2 overseers. If he snipes those 2 overseers, that's 1 overseer. That's 2 overseers, and there's no fungals left on those infestors. So he's still.
There's no overseers.
Oh my God! He still can manage to take it out.
This is, wow, one clutch mothership, I would say.
Yeah.
Fact remains though that the income for our Protoss player is less than half of our Zerg, so he's gonna have to make something happen here.
Yeah, he needs
either
to
economy or
engage
army
something.
wise.
But he's just staying there in the middle. That's not something he should do.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a good engagement. No, he's deciding to retreat. His opponent is almost again maxed. Now he has 3 overseers. Now he needs to snipe 3 overseers. So more archons on the way. Makes a total of 4 archons. And he has now enough energy for Vortex.
Yeah, and Vinovic is like, okay, I've had enough of this, I'm gonna move out again.
Are we going to see
Here
a
comes the
Vortex again? Okay, those
Archons are
archons
falling
need to
though
go
to the
inside.
Hydra roach composition. There's actually still quite a few roaches left and not that many stalkers.
That
but,
one archon
there's
here
enough.
in the back.
There's an Archon in the back, just sitting there. He needs to get it in there, and
Nah, that wasn't that quite effective
oh,
here.
Hydra's doing so much DPS right now, and I think, oh, he's actually pulling back. Wow, yeah. Well,
There's no overseers. What do you think? So Bully just staying inside of the game, even though he knows he's lost. I think.
Yeah, at this point, it's like I shouldn't be alive.
And Vinivici is just laughing at him.
He's just saying, "Oh, I can't believe you're still alive, man." Yeah.
This base is mine out. This base is mine out.
Yeah, he's.
So.
I'm not sure what he's trying to say here, but we got another big engagement from Vinivici coming in right now, and there's no Vortex to save him this time, so the mothership just dies quickly, and the rest just gets vaporized by the Hydra Roach composition.
So that's the GG here.
This
Still
is
going
GG
to micro
pretty
the
much.
best he can, but yeah, Bully's out of this tournament, I guess. And there's the GG.
GG well played by
2
both Hydras.
motherships here by those players.
I think it was a really entertaining game to watch because we saw some clutch holds from Bully there.
Yeah, but he could have had some better engagement, but it wasn't that good. Oh.
Yeah. Did you get my message
Yeah.
through Ben on that? Okay.
Oh. Let me crank up the volume then.
Yeah. I told Bully it was a fun game, so at least he's happy with that.
He had fun. I think he just in the mid game he thought like, I have no chance. I'm going to make a fun, entertaining game for the viewers at home, and I'm going to make 2 motherships. Yeah.
Why not?
So that works. So now we can watch Skyro versus Vinny Vidi Vici or Rayman versus Wise Eye. Which one do you prefer?
I would say which race is Wise Eye again?
Rayman Wise Eye is
Rayman is
Protoss, I think.
I would say it's tough to call. I mean, Protoss versus Circus, of course, a nice matchup, but we've seen a lot of those.
Yeah. Well, let's see who's already inside the game. I think Rayman is already inside the game, so I'm guessing we're forced to watch Skyro versus. Oh no, Skyro is also inside the game.
Well, let's say you could be forced to do worse things.
No. All right. Let me ask. Why is I or someone? Just Rayman inside the game. Skyro. Now, if we take a look here at the brackets for the viewers at home, we see Rayman versus Wise Eye. It's going to happen in a second now. And Skyro versus Vinny Vidi Vici. So it's either one of those 2 matches we're going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure which one, because we need some response.
We do.
Meanwhile, I fixed the sound and everything, so everything should be okay for now.
Oh, I just went to check this volume in the stream, and I hear myself, and I hate hearing myself. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's really weird.
You're like, oh, how could people listen to that? You know? Oh well, I guess it could always be worse.
I guess our yeah, it's weird. Just hearing yourself and then just listening what you're saying, and then oh no, did I really say that? No, oh crap, no. And then just
more like how it comes out. You're like, does my voice sound like that? What?
All right. Where's Vinny Vidi Vici?
Yeah, dude, get your ass in here.
Because Rayman and Wise are already playing, and it's already one. Rayman already took 1 game. So I'm gonna ask Skyro.
Let me see if I can talk to Vinny Vidi Vici.
Oh, still has to be started between Skyro and Vinny Vidi Vici.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but because I saw Skyro in game, I thought like, huh? Why is he in game? How come he's in game?
Let me just ask Vinny Vidi Vici if we can cast this next game as well.
Yeah, totally.
That was a really long game, by the way, 29 minutes.
Yeah, actually, but he knew he was doomed, and he just thought like, oh well, I could go out with a bang, and he just made a mothership in 2.
Yep.
It was really, I really liked the first, the first vortex from the bully, because I really thought, like, okay, now it's over, but then he put his Archons inside, put his whole army inside, and then he actually managed to hold it off.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite amazing, actually.
Killing overseers is a pretty good talent to have.
Yeah, but he only sent 3 overseers. If you're maxed, you have 5 bases. You'll have so much money banked. You could easily spend like what 7 overseers. No, he sent like 1, and then he sent 3.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, it's a gradual improvement, but still not good enough, I'm afraid.
No, not the best. Not the best uh, thing I was about to say. Thing. Yeah, that. Like really random. Hmm. Now, Skyro isn't playing against is playing against Vinivici any moment now. I'm asking them for an invite for the next game because
Yeah, so did I.
mm,
Sure.
we should wait a little bit longer. Meanwhile, I'm going to the toilet. I'll be back in a jiffy, just a second or two.
Alright.
Yay! I'm back. Did we already get an invite, or are we still?
Apparently, Vinividici's opponent is in game.
Yeah, but is he not? Is playing another game or something? I'm not sure. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I think Vini Vidivici is the only one, the only Belgian player who has a chance of winning this tournament because all the rest are Dutch.
You mean all the rest are I was gonna think you said we were gonna say something like, oh, because the rest
Skilled.
of them suck.
They suck. Yeah, they. No, no. I'm not. It's not my job to tell that. I'm just
Oh.
stating facts and everything that I'm seeing. I'm not any weird ass subjective
No,
opinions.
I'm not putting any quotes in your mouth.
No, 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 no. That's not me. I'm not that kind of person. No. Oh well.
So yeah. Would be nice if he could get out of game, and I hope he doesn't have whispers disabled or something like that.
Yeah, but currently he's occupied. I think his status looks like.
Well, Rayman against Wiseye would be actually a semi-final already.
Yeah. No, they're already playing the game. Rayman has already had 1 game, so yeah, good for him. Meanwhile, remember, this isn't the only tournament about the Rocket Winter Challenge. There are also Rocket Winter Challenge Cups Monday and Thursday at the same time. Check-in starts at 7 p.m. And the tournament itself will start at 7:30. This night we had a little delay because a little admin problem, but it has all been resolved by now. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, I think, for now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check something else really quick.
Yeah, how about that guy who needs to get out of, out of this game?
Yeah, he's really playing it. Maybe he's playing another tournament at the same time. Who knows? It happens, but.
But is it a custom or 1v1? Because I don't have him on Real ID.
I don't. Skyro, you mean, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he is doing right now. I'm really not sure what he's doing. Hmm.
Yeah, he's on busy as well, so if we talk to him, he's not going to see it. Brudy's asking what he's going to do against mass spines. Duh, carriers.
Yeah, I actually meant to say that, but then I saw you riding Colossi.
Mhm.
Oh my god. But yeah, um, it's a shame that we don't see carriers that often. Because Protoss, when they play against any kind of race, the only suitable time to make carriers, the only
What were
suitable
you
time to...
saying?
I wanted to say Corona, the beer, but I meant to say Colossi carriers. But I meant carriers. So the only viable time to make carriers in any matchup is when you're already ahead, and not just ahead one base, just like ahead like
Yeah.
base, army size, everything. Then it's okay to make carriers.
In that way, they're kind of like ultralisks. You only make them when you really want to, when you're ahead and you really want to lose.
And you want to lose.
Exactly.
Oh well. I'm not seeing carriers anytime soon in these games. It's a shame because they're planning to remove it in Heart of the Swarm, and I really like the carry unit because it's like a big fat unit that has flies out of it and just
Mhm.
kills everything that it sees, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
what's a
do.
bit of a shame though, let's keep in mind that nothing is final yet in Heart of the Swarm. The only thing that I think you can say for it is that there hasn't been a single change to the carrier since, well, the first version of the game.
Yeah,
They still do the same amount of damage, still same speed mechanics. Blizzard says like, yeah, well, if we just buff it, then it's not really going to contribute that much more. And well, I'm not quite sure what to think of that.
uh, I think it's the same for battlecruisers, but battlecruisers are still viable in TVT. Huh?
Yeah,
They're needed to break siege tanks and everything, siege lines.
yeah, exactly.
But it's only
They're
then.
pretty good in air battles too, even though
Yeah,
Vikings for
even
supply beat them.
yeah. Even, it's a shame those endgame units aren't being used that often anymore. Unless sometimes if it's just for fun, like hey, let's do a mothership rush, yay! Really
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, I have to say that as a former Brood War player, carriers were kind of the bane of my existence in TVP because you'd have to scout it early and then do something about it because it was fun, getting to 5 bases and like the Protoss get to 4 5 bases and then have just huge battles with tanks and vultures versus dragoons and zealots and whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's like 10 carriers in your base and you're like, oh god damn it. So yeah,
Alright. Apparently Skyrim is a little bit busy because Vinny Vidivici also tried to message him and he didn't respond because he's in game and he's busy. Oh my god, yeah, that's a great start. I mean, great semi-ending. Can anyone private message him who has him on his friends list because I don't have him on my friends list. Not sure what he's going to do.
we set to busy, so even if you private message him, he's not gonna see it anyway. Kind of sucks.
Hmm.
Right now there's a guy streaming. Plays Terran in Brood. He's streaming Brood War, and he has an APM counter, and it's up to 370.
370 APM.
Yeah, in Brood War.
Yeah,
That's-
but that's like standard in Brood War because all the differences in mechanics over there because there's like you can only select a certain amount of units.
12.
12 units, yeah. While here in StarCraft 2 you can select as many as you can. You can also there are also some mechanical difference over there that you really need here. It's like queuing up probes, drones, or anything to mine minerals. They don't you can't just like mine them to your minerals straight ahead. You just put a rally point near your base, and then manually you have to select the probe, the drone, or the SCV, and then
Every
send it
single
to
time. Yeah.
That's it's really
It's a
intensive.
chore.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true. No, I was okay in the mid game and early game always in Brood War, but when you get the late game and you have to multitask like crazy, it just got out of control because you have to keep up your macro and multitasking to defend against whatever attack you're dealing with and macro units in your battle, and it's like, unless you're a crazy Asian, it's really hard to keep up that APM.
Alright, I got an invite for the game. Skyro is awake apparently, and he goes, "Oh right, I have a tournament to win." So he already
derp.
invited me. Derp derp. He already invited me inside the game. I'm going to suggest you to the lobby host. It's going to be Skyro versus Vinny Vici, Terran versus Zerg. It's like my favorite matchup to watch. I like to watch Terran versus
Yeah, it's
Zerg.
a really nice matchup.
Ref. Alright. I got ref. Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah. I have the power! I have the power to control this game. And metagame every time.
What's the actual difference again, by the way?
The difference between referee and spectator, a referee can pause the game as many times as he wants,
Oh yeah,
and he can also directly communicate to the players in game.
that's true. Alright, so we have in the left side we have our pink Zerg, Vinny Vici from Team Mouse Control, while on the bottom we have Skyroll, our purple Terran, and I have no idea which team he is on.
I think it's just like a casual, casual player who's in Masters and just wants to enter some tournaments, because I haven't heard of his name either.
Me neither, so...
So...
yeah, they're spawned close by air, and Vinny Vici is going to scout him pretty quickly with the Overlord. I'm curious as to whether they're going to see each other. I wonder, did anyone pick this map, or is this a default?
I think the first map is always a default, and then it's always loser.
Nice scouting by Skyro, spawning the Overlord straight away. So he knows they're in close positions. He could opt for something like an 11 racks, because, well, that's pretty much a hard counter to the fast hatchery expand we see from Zerg these days by default in Terran versus Zerg.
We're seeing what Vinny Vici is doing now. He has 14 drones now. He's going to make a spawning pool anytime soon, or he's going to hatch first. He doesn't know yet. Now the Overlord here is going to scout the ramp, and he's going to see that there's no racks. Then he's partially freaked out because he doesn't know what his opponent is doing.
And there we go. There's two racks, one at the goal of his opponent, and one down the ramp. And this is a brilliant positioning because Zerg is not really going to be able to scout this. And the one at the goal, it doesn't really matter where his opponent is. He probably hasn't scouted.
Oh my god, and Vinny Vici just went hatch first, so he doesn't have a spawning pool, yet he has nothing to defend it for now. And I think, are you a wizard or something? Because you said 11-11 and he's going for an 11-11?
Well, if you get that early of a scout, and by the way, look at the brilliant position of Skyro's racks, because it's behind the grass, so he wasn't scouted by the drone that's moving across the ramp, moving across the map. And that drone is now going to head towards the gold, and it's going to see the racks, so he knows it's coming, but still, his pool is only on 7. Oh wait, his pool is already making. Sorry,
he already made his pool, but it's not yet done yet. It's not.
I was thinking like, oh, that pool's so late, he hasn't even made. Oh wait, it is. So yeah, bit of a nice fill there, but I really wonder how it's gonna go. He's pulling a bunch of SCVs, so he's really, 4 is like the standard number, so he's gonna throw out a bunker right here at the corner of the ramp, and establish a nice foothold.
Oh my god, all those SCVs are in the way. They can. Okay, there's a bunker.
Bunker going down later than planned. Now drones being pulled, but a lot of drones being pulled, but these Marines are in a perfectly safe position.
Also, that's why you put the bunker over there.
Yeah, and he's gonna put down another one.
That's a little bit.
Oh, that's a lot of links, and he's Marines
surrounding all of those Marines. Oh, there's just 2 Marines.
Oh, and he doesn't even get a chance to put them up in the bunker. But he's still keeping them safe somewhat. One of them dying. More Marines on the way now, and
good job.
Well, he's got 2 in the bunker right now, but he's lost a lot of SCVs. I mean, Skyra at this point is down to 9 SCVs, and he's still making Marines. Also, Spine Crawler has finished, and this bunker is pretty much useless. Yeah, what's he gonna do? Run back?
Yeah, and remember, spine crawlers outrange those bunkers, so can easily poke away at that bunker over there. This still isn't close enough. Getting one
Yeah.
tile closer, 2 tiles
Even
closer.
closer.
Yeah. And yeah, what Skyro is going to do now? Okay, he's focused down the spine crawler, going back inside. Okay, now he can poke away. And ah,
Uh,
the
not too
engagement.
good micro there.
No.
Well, he's trying to be
I think
cute.
I think just Skyrim needs to retreat and do something else because
Yeah, he's trying to be cute with his micro, and I've seen this before. It works quite well if you know how to time it, but yeah, he just keeps failing the timing, and his marine just gets poked in the face like that. And now there's going to be a Zergling surround, which might not be very cost effective, but I mean, you could just let it be poked to death, and now the Marines are going to try to get the hell out of here because there's no speed on these links yet. In fact, it hasn't even started yet because there's no gas for the Zerg player. But I would say the Terran is in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to micro these Marines
oh my
to
god,
the best he can.
that
But
isn't the best micro I've seen over there. But he's not yet walled in. There's some wrecks
he's
here.
going to take out these Marines, all of them. He's going to have to lift the command center, and you're right, there is no wall in. Last Marine finishes the last circling, but looking at the unit counting station, we see 13 Marines and 13 SCVs and a mule compared to 30 drones. Not a good side looking for a Terran player. He's just so far behind.
He didn't do a lot of damage with those with that bunker rush. I think part of it was he actually he forced some links, but that wasn't the great. That wasn't what he was expecting to do. He expected something else. He wanted to actually deny this expansion, while actually it didn't work out.
And he's being aggressive again with these Marines. He kills a creep tumor, good job, but yeah, there's no Zerglings out actually for a Zerg player. I mean, he's making a few of them, but and it's not like the Marines are going to do a lot of damage, but he's doing a nice bit of poking and prodding. Now an expansion up for Skyro. Good job on that, I would say. But still, he's behind on the worker count. He does have mules.
Is he going? Oh, I was just going to ask: is he going to leave the barracks over there? But no, he's deciding to retreat.
Should lift the other one as well, I think. Factory now going up. He's mining gas off of 2 refineries, so I wonder where he's gonna. Is he gonna go mech? Because that's its second factory actually. Would be an interesting tech switch, and it's very viable considering the fact that he hasn't committed to any upgrades at all. So a switch to Hellion tank is quite doable. But he is a bit lucky. Okay, Benefici is now making a lair, so he could opt for Mutas, which I would feel is a good option.
Yes.
Scouting barracks up for Skyro, and he's going to see that his opponent wants to take a third. So no hiding that.
Good. That's a really nice placement of the racks there, so we can deny it for a little bit longer. Now we're seeing here this factory is going to produce some Hellions over here. We're going to see a switcheroo for the Blue Flame upgrades, I presume, or siege tanks. I think, but I'm presuming he's going for Blue Flame Hellions anytime soon. Oh
he's
no,
not taking yet. Just gets a tank at first.
just gets a tank.
Not sure. Well, of course, getting tanks is always good in Turing versus Zerg. Getting an armory as well. He wants to be in as well as an engineering base, so he's prepared in case there will be mutas. But apparently, Benefici is opting to go for infestation pin instead, as well as getting the Carabase and Malay upgrade. So he really wants to go for some sort of infestor ling type of play, I would say, which, in my opinion, mech is very strong against because, well, apart from fungals, infestors don't do that much to mech anymore, and Zerglings, well, they just die so quickly, the tank and Hellion.
Yeah. It's actually really good, but we'll see what he's going to do. He's now researching siege tech for his siege tanks and just some Hellions. I'm not sure what do you think he's going to make also starport just to drop some Hellions in his main base or anything, or he's just going to
Oh, we have some harassment by the Zerg in the natural. I wonder if Skyro is going to notice the fact that he's got a couple of idle workers, including a mule. That's quite a waste.
come on. He's not noticing it. Those are a lot of minerals that he could have been mining. Oh, now he noticed it.
No, he knows indeed, but still, half of that mule's life was just a complete and utter waste. You know, he disappointed his creator.
Mhm.
Now taking the gold, Vinovidovici. Well, at least he's getting rid of the rock, so he can put a hatchery down there, and that's just gonna, you know, really help his economy. I kind of feel he should, yeah, Terran should get an expansion as well because either way he's just gonna be behind so much.
I don't think he only needs an expansion. He needs an expansion and apply some pressure on his opponent because he can just his opponent can Vinovidovici can just drone as much as he wants until he has enough drones to saturate all of his bases. And then he can just like he can just make a lot of units and just attack him and just resupply instantly.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of catching up, though, I would say. I mean, he's getting a command center now. He's got Hellions. He's got a 4.
Oh, that one Hellion is going to die.
Yeah,
Those are 2 Hellions over that.
yeah. Against this type of play, though, I would really say that, you know, Blue Flame helps just so much because it roasts Zerglings like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
Um,
But why is he getting a Thor right now? Is he expecting air or is just...
well, Taurus in general are just really good units. There's not much to say to that. I mean, they just rip apart, you know, roaches and everything in between.
Hmm.
He's actually catching up quite well in supply, I would say.
Yeah,
It's not really
he's
equalizing
only,
the economy, but
only
still.
behind by 20, 30, oh actually 30 supply.
Yeah, and he's behind in 20 harvesters. I think, though, if he manages to secure his gold, he will actually be off really well. He needs to watch out with these Hellions, though, getting a funnel on them. And he really needs to set up his, you know, his
Oh!
tanks.
He just killed off his own Hellion.
Oh, he
With
did?
that
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
with the splash damage of his siege tank.
Maybe a bit of a scary reaction.
Could be.
Skyro doesn't have much in the ways of a force right now. He's got 2 tanks, 2 Taurs, 4 Hellions, 10 Marines. If Vinovidovici would decide to attack with what he has now, he could do some serious damage because, especially the tank count is quite low. Another Taur and 2 tanks, or 1 tank and 2 Hellions finishing now,
Also,
though.
Ghost Academy are researching Mobius Reactor.
Yeah, that's really, really early. I suppose EMP is, well, it is really good against Infestor play. Because, well, once you EMP Infestors, they're the most useless unit in the game you can imagine. Except they can burrow, of course.
Yeah, they can burrow him.
You should really you should really take the gold right now. His command center is just floating there right now, and he's got, well, 1 or 2 mules banked. Okay, he's making extra factories, which is good, because macroing mech is a slow and painful process, I can tell you.
Yeah.
This just stuff just takes so long to build, you know.
They're really powerful, especially with those few Marines inside. We also see, oh, also this cavern over here, another macro hatchery, also a spire. Just Vinovidovici is just taking to do everything that he has right now.
Yeah, this is really something, the switch he should be making in late game to Ultraling Infestor, because otherwise the unit composition is just way too fragile, and Ultras, you know, especially with their bulky armor, are just really good at you know, taking tank shots and killing stuff. And the links are more sort of the aftertaste, and he's moving them in.
Oh.
Good. I like the 4 count by Skyro, though. I mean, Taurs are actually really good against Ultras. You just really have to deal with the mass amount of links flooding in. And if he can just camp right here, I feel he would sort of do alright, if it wasn't for the fact that Vinovidovici is already on 4 bases and getting well, saturating his fit right now with 93 drones. I would expect to. Well, he has a Spire, but no Great Spire yet. I mean, once he gets the Broodlord, it's going to be tough, and he is maxed right now. I'm just really sort of concerned on how this is going to go for the Terran. I mean,
Yeah,
he
it's
has
just
to be in a position to hold this off, but still.
Just look
He's
at
moving
those
away 4
upgrades.
force.
Just look at those upgrades on Vinovidovici. Just
Yeah.
look at the map. Look at the creep spread. He has the entire left side and the top side of the map, while Sky is just struggling.
Yeah, Skyro sees the Ultralisks. I hope he realizes what he's supposed to do against this, which is make more 4s and more tanks. And of course, Ghosts. He has 3 Ghosts right now, which all have a lot of energy, so BMP will be useful as well as Snipe.
The snipe, can you snipe all kinds of target biological units here?
Yeah,
All of them.
exactly.
Oh.
And every circuit unit is biological, so that really helps. He's moving the Ultralisk up in the front.
He's preparing for an attack. I think he's just waiting until his upgrades are 3-3.
He's got a couple of bird infestors coming up. He's gonna throw down a bunch of... Oh, I don't like...
The engagement here isn't too good here for Vici.
No, not at all.
Oh my god, even those fungals, the EFP there, those
That was an absolutely terrible engagement for the Zerg. You just A-moved in there basically and lost his entire army.
Yeah.
Ghost did a great job, but I mean those infestors just didn't do anything.
Yeah, but
did you see a fungal go down? Well, maybe one or two, maybe, but that's really just about it. Sending in a couple SCVs to repair, and right now, well, Vici is on 75 drones, and he's making a whole bunch of Zerglings. I think in some sort of panic mode because he's afraid of a counterattack. That's all I can imagine.
Yeah, but why is he afraid of a counterattack? You know, mech is really slow. It's really slow, immobile army force.
Yeah.
And he can't do much right now. He's just waiting for what upgrades. Oh, he's researching a nuke. Oh.
Yeah, why not? You know, if you've got the resources.
Yeah.
I really think Vici needs to do something more creative. I mean, he's getting a Baneling Nest, which isn't gonna help that much. I feel. You should get something like a Nidus. Oh, nice fungal on the Hellions.
Those Hellions are going down.
In the middle.
Almost 3-3, almost finishing up for Vici.
Yeah, and then those Ultras. Wow.
And even even Neural Parasite is being researched. Every little upgrade is being researched by by Vici. Why not? He has the resources for it. He has the larva, he has the map, he has the supply for it.
Yeah, and this is really the downfall of mech play, because he has absolutely no way of putting pressure on his opponent except for maybe nuking with ghosts and maybe doing something like a Hellion drop, but that's just about it. And now we have Vici's army moving up. Yeah, he's just gonna walk around and go for the fourth base of Sikro, of what's its name again?
Skyro. Of Skiro. I don't know how you pronounce it.
And okay, I guess he's not gonna attack, he's gonna pull back again, deciding it wasn't cost effective or something like that. Yeah, no greater Spire yet. Only +2 armor upgrade for the Terran on the way now.
Yeah, he should add an extra army so those upgrades would come a little bit faster, but he's not doing it. He's making a lot of Tors.
Yeah, Vici he's looking very indecisive, but at the same time, I don't think he's in a position that he can actually lose. I mean, he's just so far ahead in terms of economy and army.
Yeah.
How would he actually lose? I mean, Terran has, I think, a very nice balance between army and and economy. He's got 60 SCVs and he's relying on mules for the rest. Zerg really looking like he's going to go to that base, which is going to force an unsiege of the Terran. And yeah, this depot wall is going to fall pretty quickly, and this base is going to get completely annihilated. Unless he lifts it, which he is not.
No, not lifting. Is he going to snipe? Oh, fungals!
Oh.
All those in. Oh my god.
Oh, Ghost Massacre.
But really nice EMPs on those infestors. Only one infestor has energy remaining.
Yeah, now the Tors are up. And wow, those Banelings don't do a lot of damage to Tors. In fact, I think the Terran can just A-move his Tors across this army and wipe it out. He needs a siege up there, up the top though. Terran's just gonna bust. Turk's just gonna bust through it because he's got a whole bunch of Tors on his back, on his heels. So it's like run, 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 get out, get out, get out.
Oh my god!
And he does, and now he can actually.
Yeah, this is actually quite hilarious because you see Tors are really slow. They just guide them around. Can't do really much against it.
I think this is the best example of the downfall of mech play. Because Tors just are so freaking slow.
Yeah, but he only made Tors. If he made some other units, it would be okay. I think, like if he made like some tanks, some more Hellions, but he didn't.
Look at the resources. Vici has over 10,000 minerals. This game isn't even serious anymore at this point, I would say.
No.
I mean, he's trying, but wow.
How can you break that?
He hasn't used the nuke at all. Bit of a shame because he could do some serious damage.
Yeah, he couldn't use nuke because all of his ghosts were sniped.
Oh yeah. Well,
oh my god.
Dead in general, actually.
Vici isn't even bothering adding extra larva injects because if you look at his hatchery, Yeah, 70 larvae. 70 larvae that he could spend on new units.
He is injecting, just not a whole lot. He's making broodlords finally. He's got 3 in the center of the map, and as well as 3 mutas. I think those were a mistake actually, because what are those going to do? Skyro has Tors, and actually Tors do quite a bit of damage to broodlords because they're armored.
Yeah.
So they do. Wait, I thought they did bonus damage, but I'm wrong.
You can just hover over them and then you can.
Wait, they do damage against bonus damage against light. My bad.
Javelin missile launchers do versus them. Yeah, versus light. 14 damage instead of the normal 7. Skyro here with the siege tank. He should add extra siege tanks, I think, and not extra Tors, but he's making just so many Tors.
Yeah, he can just focus down these broodlords actually, because he's got enough firepower to do it. He needs to unsiege his tank though, because they're doing splash damage to his own Tors. Not exactly conducive to this battle.
Oh my god, those broodlords are
This whole
dying.
fight just made no sense at all. Vinovici just needs to sacrifice a bunch of drones because he's got way too many missiles.
If you look here at the base, it's just they're almost mined out. The gold is almost mined out.
Yeah, that I share the same sentiment actually. I was thinking like, wow, someone should really say something.
He
I
decides
think
how he wants to play it.
backwards. Oh, he's gonna Tor drop, I think, because he's got a medevac and everything.
Or it was an accident. We're gonna see because Vinovici can break this, but what he can do right now is instead of focusing the army, is focusing down the production buildings, which aren't guarded at all.
Yep.
They're completely unprotected. But if Vinovici wants to win by by direct engagement with his army, he's going to fail at that because it's not possible to break a siege, just a mech army like this and a siege tank and everything.
Well, Skyro should use his nuke, I feel. Right about now. Or not. Oh, he's got 2 Tors out of position, that's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, he used them like Marines, stimmed Marines.
Well,
just
snipes on the broodlords, of course. EMP as well, I think. Neuroparasite on one of the tanks.
Oh,
Wow.
actually, there's a lot of
Look
damage.
at that neuroparasite om-nom-noming at the tank.
Another neural parasite on those Tors, but I don't think they can make it anymore. Still so many Tors, and he lives. He lives to another day. Oh my god. He's serious. He's what? And there's finally the GG from Skyro. Ah, that was a long, exhausting game, actually. I really thought he would do something else, but yeah. Boom, boom. That was really exhausting, so especially that late game. He knew he was down, but he didn't do anything. He just massed an army, and that's all what he did. He didn't apply pressure. He didn't do anything. No, that's really quite depressing. How long was that last game? It was really long, I guess. Let me see if I look at the replay. Never
I
mind,
really
I'll
hope
do it
this
later.
next game is gonna take us long. Let's just warn him not to go mech again.
It's Zelda Caverns. We'll see if Vinovici is up for it. Tors only. I'm going to go Tor only and then some siege tanks, and then I'm just going to stay here by my gold base and do nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of what that game came down to.
Yeah. That was his game plan, just to delay it as long as he can. Yeah, I was really expecting that he would nuke his opponent because he researched that nuke.
Yeah,
It's a shame. He needs to make it up now by making a lot of nukes this game. Then I'll be happy again. But doesn't look like it.
like Benefici is,
AFK.
well, he's not in the game. And honestly, I can understand if he's, curled up in fetal position crying, because playing against Mac can be just traumatic.
Yeah, especially if they have a lot of upgrades. I mean, he couldn't break that. You saw it. He threw his army against it, and he still couldn't break it.
Well, I'm a hypocrite, of course, because I play Mac. Sorry.
Yeah, that's something different. When you play mech, it's really slow and mobile. It's really hard to play. No, it's not hard. It's fun, but it's tiring because it's exhausting. It's a test of endurance. That's about it. But yeah, I don't play Terran, so I don't know how it feels like that. So while I'm starving to death here for you guys, with my without my dinner, I still need food. Oh, I thought we already could start the next game, but apparently Benefici says nope, he needs to do something else really quick.
Yep, indeed. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's looking along for good strategy guys to not lose on Zelnaga in Terra vs. Zerg, which admittedly is quite hard to do.
And maybe that's the reason why Skyrock picked this map.
Yep. I mean, their mech is actually really good, especially early Hellion harass is really good because of the large natural, so I really would expect to react to Hellion opening from Skyro in this game.
Or he's going to do again 11-11.
Yeah, why not? I mean, there's a big distance.
Oh, some trash talk going now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's why you play Terran, right? Doing nothing for an hour.
And that was just a TVZ, yeah? TVT is even longer, I think.
Oh god, why? Yeah, a good TVT. I mean, I think from let's say Diamond and up, people start to realize that Marine Tank, or aka Biomech, is actually a best of both worlds unit composition, because it has the firepower of mech, because you can have tanks and Vikings, but it has the mobility because you have Marines.
Yeah. It's good, and it's just more epic, I think, because because of the mobility, you can drop everywhere where you want, and it allows just such a dynamic contrast when you're playing against a Zerg player, especially if they're going like Speedling, Banelings, and Mutalisks, and they're harassing the same. I think it's just a really fun matchup if it's like that kind of game. What will he do? What will he do?
Yeah, nothing special from here at this point. Benefici does get in with his scouting drone and starts to do some good old drone harass.
Try to delay that barracks as long as he can. Does that. Sees one gas. He sees a very typical normal Terran opening.
It looks like the hatch is going to go down for Benefici, but he's okay. Skyro doesn't bother to try and block, and he's just going to scout.
Went hatch first against. Benefici really loves to go hatch first, huh? Why does he prefer to go hatch first? Because it's really risky against 1-1. 11-11s or any other kind of early harassments.
Well, yeah, I think he feels safe because he sees the scouting SCV of his opponent with the Overlord, and now the SCV is moving away. And if it was in 11-11 racks, he would be building a barracks and not sitting at the natural. So I think, especially because you saw the fact the refinery, you can really exclude the fact that this would be in 11-11 racks. So it's basic scouting. Also, he managed to get his scouting drone out. He was kept alive the whole time, so he could see it was not just a marine rush.
See a factory going down for Skyro. Gonna see some Hellions? Harrians really soon?
You might even do like an all-in with double reactor Hellion and a couple of Marauders. That's actually a really cool all-in to do. Me being the Terran player, of course, saying that that's cool.
It's really cool, man. You make your enemy rage quit so hard.
Yeah. Well, it's quite effective against the Zerg who doesn't scout it, because all of a sudden there's like 15 Hellions and a bunch of Marauders which are coming down your ramp. regular spine crawlers and queens, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty standard build. Command center going down for the Terran player, so this isn't some silly all-in. He's really going for the default Reactor Hellion expand. Vinivici, on the other hand, has quite an early Roach Warren, I would say. So he's planning to defend against us with Roaches, which is a good idea because Roaches are a lot more mobile than spine crawlers, I would say.
You can just put some two or three Roaches on the ramp, and they block the entrance, so they can't enter the main base.
Yeah, and it's also, of course, about well, what do you want to call it? Tasteless secret hallway on the side of the natural. And even for aggression, I'd say Roaches are pretty viable because if all you have are, well, maybe some Marines and Hellions, and they're pretty hard to stop. But he's making Marauders, so I don't think any aggression is going to do any significant damage at this point in the game.
That's actually really nice of him.
Yeah, I usually don't make Marauders.
Why not?
Well, I just like to get early tanks, but if they do like a really early Roach push, then it doesn't really, it's generally not a good idea. But I have absolutely lost to Roach lanes in the past going Reactor Hellion, especially on this map actually.
So,
as well as Shakuras.
Oh. Why Shakuras? So I think the distance of Shakuras is
well, we need some micro that Marauder though, because it's getting focused down by the Roaches. And
oh, we managed to get it out just in time. And that Roach is going to die. Those Roaches weren't that effective. That was
so yeah, a bunch of links now to following up. A surprising amount of aggression by Vinivici right now. I suppose he really wants to keep his opponent in his base for as long as possible.
He doesn't want, don't go make, I'm going to apply pressure so you can't go make that quick.
Yeah, and keep in mind that Skyro has swapped his factory and barracks, so now he's making Marines and tanks again. Really nice to see his opponent thinking, okay, he's going Hellion Marauder, so I should, well, what do you do against that, really? I mean, I guess Banelings are not the option, which would be the option against Marine tank. It's going to be an interesting unit composition, and that's for sure. Meanwhile, Skyro has managed to secure his natural, doing quite a bit of damage to Vinivici's army. I mean, he's only got a couple of links right now, and he's making additional links because he's feeling that additional pressure is going to come, rather than drones. So
that's exactly what's going to happen, because we see a lot of speedlings here going to these Alnag taverns, and he's going to stay there just a little bit longer and move out.
Yeah. Zerg player definitely wants to be safe, and I feel that's in the advantage of the Terran player, who has a good unit composition. Oh, his Hellions are out of position as well as his Marauders, which are going to get picked off right now.
Surrounded. Is he going to surround the tank also? Yes.
Oh, look, that tank's going to live, I think, but still a really sloppy player by Skyro, losing that many units.
Yeah, and there are the Hellions back to defend. And
these mules are not mining at all, so that's quite poor for him. No siege tech yet as well. Well, he does have siege tech, he just wasn't sieged up yet, maybe.
So, alright, I need to siege up, and then they go. There they go.
Gonna pick off a mule, maybe two, no, just one. Yeah. I guess he played well, but
it was also very dangerous because the splash damage also hit the other mules, and that's why that one mule got sniped.
Skyro is getting a turret as natural of his main mineral line. I'm not sure why, because he hasn't even scouted his opponent. This is a good timing though from units, considering you don't see a lot of units coming from the Zerg, so it's safe to assume he's going mutas, and you want at least some protection against him.
It's not what he's doing right now. We'll see what he's going to do after he hits lair tech. He already has a roach swarm, so is he going for roaches or anything? Putting down one macro hatch inside of his base to get that extra lava production and killing off this scrub rust. He has a hidden, I wouldn't say hidden, but he has an expansion here in the far left side of the map.
Yeah, it's quite hidden. I wonder if Skyro's gonna spot it. I don't think so, actually.
No, I don't think he's gonna spot it. He's going to see here.
He's gonna check the third and see, oh, he's still on 2 base. That's good, because I'm relatively ahead by then. But he should really scout the entire map, of course. Meanwhile, Skyro moving out a bit with a couple of Marines and tanks. Yeah, I like his unit composition, and especially the switch he made. He's also got a third orbital commando by now. He's now moving out to destroy the rocks. And if he can, secure this gold, then he's in the perfect position. That's exactly actually why so many Zergs hate this map because if Terran throws down, a bunch of tanks, bunkers, and a planetary here at the
Yeah, yeah.
gold, it's just so hard to break for a Zerg. So he's already floating over his orbital, so it's not going to be in planetary, FYI, pumping out a whole bunch of Marines from these barracks as well as a bunch of tanks. I don't see a starport yet though.
No, that's really weird because he could use those medifacts. Does he have Steam already? No, Steam is being researched now. And he's now adding 4 extra barracks, and you are really a wizard because now he's making a starport where he can make some extra medivacks.
Yeah, it just seemed like the obvious thing, I would say. He's also getting an armory for tank upgrades, I would suppose. The Zerg just did spot all those Marines, so I think the Zerg should be realizing right now that his opponent is going Marine tank.
Yeah.
He does have a Baneling nest though, fortunately.
And also 8 mutas on the way, so yeah, we're going to see Mutaling, Baneling, Muta anytime soon.
I'm not concerned about the mutas at all. I think our Terran player can deal with those perfectly fine, considering the amount of barracks he's making. Finally throwing down a reactor on the starport, and he's actually throwing down additional turrets in his main as well. So he's got some sort of sixth game sense going on right here, because these mutas are actually heading straight for the turrets. They're on the left of the map right now.
But turrets will be
but they're
finished
too
just
early.
in time. Yeah, I think one of them will be just finished in time. They will all finish
They've
in
all
time.
finished, and this is one muta goes down,
2
second
mutas.
goes down.
3 mutas. No,
Oh no.
just 3
Oh, this is
mutas.
actually quite a bummer for the Terran, because he's going to have to pull Marines, and these mutas are going to focus down all of these reactors. That's actually a lot of reactors, by the way.
Yeah, that's like 8. That's 8 Marines at a time that you could produce. But there are the
So-
Marines trying to hold it off.
Terran is going to make full abuse of the fact that he's got mules on the gold and just pump out a whole lot of Marines. I really wish he did some more aggressive scouting, because that base on the left is getting a lot of income for Vinivici, even though he's not mining any gas from it.
Yeah, but he knows that it's there, so he knows.
Oh, he spotted it?
Yeah, he spotted it.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's seen it, I see.
But
Mutas now moving into the gold. There's not a lot of Marines here right now.
only so 2 in the bunkers, with the bunkers, and they're
Oh,
getting
but-
stimmed.
Yeah, Stim is pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay in all kinds of matchups. But saying it's pretty good, I mean, don't be a little bit overbiased. Now,
Zerg and in terms of supply, but the income is of course higher for the Terran because he's dropping mules under the gold. Well, he's really fortifying his gold base. It would have been even better if he had a planetary, but well, can't have everything, you know.
look at those
I like the supply
depots.
depot walls.
Yeah, it's forcing his opponent to go somewhere else, but I would also rather prefer, instead of an orbital command, a planetary, because the position is so safe, and it's these 2 ways are the only ways that that Zerg can go through.
Yeah, now it's a question of which direction is the Terran going to push. Is he going to head for the gold, go straight for the middle where it's quite easy to flank? Or is he going to try to bend to the left and take out the 4th and the 3rd base? He's got the income to do it though. In fact, you should take another base while he's at it. I think he's got...
Oh no,
he's
those
sending
tanks
more
are out.
barracks.
Those siege tanks, one siege tank got sniped by some mutalists.
There's no upgrades, I mean attack upgrades for the Zerg infantry at this moment, but he does have speed. He burrowed a couple of banelings, I see, but I
Yeah.
wonder if that's how he scans and kills them straight away, and he should have seen the other ones to the right as well. He's gonna have to waste a scan to see those though. You should really get a Raven at this point. In fact, his medefacts are actually... Okay, he's got 2 medefacts, but he hasn't rallied his medefacts, and I don't think he's hotkeyed
Oh, that's one.
starport. No, he doesn't have his starport hotkeyed, so he's gonna be missing out on medefacts when he needs them.
Yeah, there are some 2 idle medifacts. Oh no, there they are. They're going back to the main base.
Oh, okay.
Look
Yeah,
at-
starport still hasn't been hotkeyed, and it's also not producing any medefacts. Terran is catching up so quickly though in terms of supply. Oh, here comes the big
all
engagement.
of those Bailings, all of those Zerglings, they get a huge,
Oh.
beautiful surround.
He's got a lot of Marines still alive, so he's going to be able to kill these. Okay, good pullback from the Zerg.
Yeah,
I mean, he
he-
managed to clean up the tanks and pull back in time.
Really nice by him. But he already has 5 bases, while our Terran only has 3 bases. And the gold base of Vinivici isn't saturated yet, so the income isn't quite different. But another engagement here now again with some Thors.
Here come the Bailings. You're gonna have to split the Marines.
Split. Oh, there's a lot of Marines,
not the
but
best split at all, but
still not enough. Still not enough. But yeah. Just going
I
to
really
run
think
inside of
Skyro is going to take this match because he's just completely broken his opponent, and all he really has to do is rally more units to his current army. Maybe get a couple of medevacs, but damn. And look at the barracks count of Skyro. Holy shit.
Where?
Well, it is natural, and in the main. He's got like, what, how many barracks? 13?
13 barracks, yeah. 13 barracks that are hotkeyed.
12, yeah, it was, and there's one factory, so it's 12. Skyro now splitting up his marines, attacking all of the exposed at, well, pretty much the same time, I would say.
That's actually a very good decision here by Skyro. Like it's forcing his opponent to split up his army and take care individually of all the smaller components.
Yeah, and what's also really important to note is Skyro now has upgrades, 2-2 upgrades for his marines, with 3-3 on the way, whereas the Zerg only has 1-1 upgrades with only at 1 attack on the way. So he's already really far behind in those terms as well. And his income is just completely collapsed for the Zerg.
Yeah, although he has 3k minerals stacked, but will it be enough to hold
I
out?
don't think so. I mean, Terran still has quite a bit of minerals left at the gold, even though he should really expand to another base, because everything is quite close to getting mined out as well. Yeah, if Zerg manages to pull off something crazy, then he might come back, but otherwise I just don't see it happening.
Try to get a surround on those
Nice
marines,
pickup there.
but nice pickup by those medivacs.
So yeah, I really hope Skyro does realize that he's making another command center, so he's gonna expand in some time, but he's making Marauders as well. What's that about? Because I don't see any Ultralisks
Or roaches or anything. We also see a Great Aspire here, and all that Vinivici is making is just a lot of speedlings, some infestors, and some corruptors against those minivacs. And also for that Great Aspire that's going to...
He's got Vikings already on the way. I don't think it's a second starport though, but yeah, really easy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice fungal there.
Nice
And he's got Corruptors to take out the medevacs, so good job there by Vinivici taking care of this army right here.
Skyro's attempting another drop here.
Vinivici relishing in this small but morally quite important victory, I would say. Oh, he's gonna get these units fungled, nice. And I think this really exposes what Skyro is doing, because he's just making a whole lot of marines, but he's not managing them quite well. I mean, they're spread out all over the map, trying to take care. He's dropping the main right now with a bunch of marines and marauders outside of the side of his opponents.
Will it be enough? And again, here with the creep tumors, killing a lot of creep tumors, denying that creep spread of his opponent.
Skyro not getting grip to take a third.
Yeah. Oh, that's one siege tank that's out of place, and some marines also, and more marines at the back, but those are enough to...
Yeah, this really illustrates the... Well, I wouldn't say it's that much of an issue. Wow, he loses his infestation pit.
He's gonna lose the Baning Nest also.
Yeah, those links are probably not gonna be fast enough.
No, they're not going
Needs
to
to
be
stim again. Okay, he's gonna fall, so... Maybe pick up. You should have seen the Great Aspire by now. There's one Broodlord on the way, but it's not really spectacular.
Yeah, it's only one Broodlord, and he already has a Viking out. So one Broodlord versus one Viking. Guess who's going to win that battle?
He's also got 5 ghosts in the center of the map.
Oh,
with snipe ready to go. He's also upgraded to 3-3, while the links are still on 2-1. So I really don't see the Terran losing this game at any rate right now.
Well, we'll see. He's almost mined out. Well, he mined out his main base. His natural expansion is almost mined out. The gold base is almost mined out. And the only place where he can expand is his is the fourth base where his orbital command is hovering. While his opponent still has enough minerals and gas to maintain an army.
Yep. Yeah, I really think Terran should, he should expand obviously, but
do you think it's a good idea to move out as a Terran player right now, or would you just sit still?
I don't see how he could lose an engagement at this point. He's got so many ghosts, tanks, marines, marauders. I think he could just move, stim, and win basically. but apparently he's trying to be a bit more careful and actually snipe off, the Zerg's economy still. He's landed the orbital at this fourth base, and he's transferring SCVs, but I think he's gonna have to get another one. He might lift one of his orbitals and just get there straight away. Yeah, some more units on the way for the Terran, and he's letting his opponent just bank up, his army, which took quite well care of that army that tried to harass the Zerg's third, which is back up right now.
Yeah. Oh my god,
So.
Vici also his main base mined out, his natural expansion mined out. Only his gold expansion still has so many minerals, but he can't secure it because he knows that that Skyro will just snipe it anyway.
He's sacrificing SCVs.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Why not? Why not? Well, he did detonate some
Yeah.
banelings, so that's a good.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a waste.
Yeah. I'm not sure what.
Or broodlords and a whole bunch of corruptors. Skyro doesn't have that many Vikings, so in a straight up air battle he would lose, even though he has a whole bunch of ghosts.
Well, he has 5 Vikings versus 4 broodlords and 5 infestors, so only the. I mean the corruptors. I mean.
Oh yeah, I thought he had more corruptors than that.
Yeah. Yeah, he morphed some into broodlords, so he has a total of 4.
It's
broodlords.
really a shame though that he's letting his opponent get back, because there's an expansion on the left that's fully mining once again.
Yeah, but he has some marines and marauders here.
And now Vici is moving in with a whole bunch of Zerglings.
Oh, and it wasn't sieged
here
yet.
come the infestors. Oh, these infestors are probably gonna get EMP'd or just kill off. Yeah, snipe works pretty well.
Snipe.
Oh,
Oh,
that was painful. And most of those ghosts survived. So I expect a world of pain for these broodlords to start happening just about now. If he's just gonna do it with Marines, like screw snipe and just gonna focus him down with Marines. But he's losing quite a bit of them. He should just use his ghosts.
Yeah.
Why use ghosts?
Because they don't have cloak. They don't have cloak yet.
Well, you can use them without cloak, right?
Oh,
meanwhile, on the left side, the expansion of Vici was taking out, so he's back to one mining base.
okay, this
Still.
doesn't look too bad for Skyro here.
No, not at all. Even though supply is sort of equalized, actually.
Actually, it's 128 versus 91 supply.
Well, it's a lot less than we saw earlier, right?
All of those drones are dying. And the supply is plummeting for the Zerg player Vici. Those infestors are rabid in
sick
the wrong way.
fungal. Too bad he can't follow it up.
Yeah. If he had like 7 more infestors with the same amount of energy, he might have killed off some ghosts.
Poor infestor just runs into the tanks. Nice counterattack though by Vici, but there's some whole bunch of Marines and ghosts waiting for him. Should really get
Back
planetary up.
He really loves his orbitals, I think. But he still has enough Marines to take down an attack. I don't see Vici coming out of this anymore. Yeah, he doesn't have any kind of income. I think. Oh, he just left the game. Okay,
Yeah.
alright, he just left the game, so that's a loss for him. So we're going to see a third game between Skyrim and Vici. And these kinds of games are games of endurance.
They are.
They're just. You saw the bases; they were all mined out. The Zerg player Vici was struggling with breaking that siege tank line near the gold base of the Terran player, and even with his attacks, even with his broodlords, he couldn't withstand the Marines and the Marines and the tanks of Skyrim.
Yep. Yeah, I am quite curious to see what kind of strategies we're going to be seeing next game, because we've seen pretty much everything. Has there been a unit which we haven't seen yet?
Well, Hydralisk. I think Hydralisk. Only
Yeah,
Hydralisk.
and Reapers. I think we've... Oh, have we seen Ravens?
No,
and
Ravens.
not Banshees either,
and
so
Banshees.
I'm just talking out of my ass here, I guess.
Just air units from the Terran player and battle cruisers are air units. Herdy dur dur dur. So yeah, that doesn't look.
Have you seen the chat, by the way, for our channel? It's pretty funny.
I haven't checked it out now. Let me check it.
I wasn't aware I had a personal fan club. Well, actually I did. I just wasn't expecting it.
Why not?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. These are your personal fans over there. Oh,
I guess.
you guess like yeah. So
Gen Week's Nerd Zone is Seymour and my insane Dark Killer friends from who I play TF2 with.
oh wow.
Alright, then we're gonna start our third game between these two players right now, Skywalker versus Vinivici.
Both have very long games. Very
Yeah,
long games, like
they
2
certainly
minutes.
know how to fill up their evenings.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Because we lost some time with those 30 minutes delay in the beginning of the tournament, but hey, who's to blame? We.
The players are. Pretty
I
sure
meant
they
I
are.
meant that rhetorically. You didn't have to answer that.
Oh, right.
Right. So again,
That's-
here in the bottom right we see as a pink Zerg player Vinivici, and in the top left we see Skyro as the purple Terran player. It's funny that Benelux wants to use other maps. Okay.
I suppose it's just the ESL version, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Tall Dream, TVZ, I personally think it's quite a Zerg favorite map because, especially cross positions, because the distance is just so huge for the Terran to cross, especially if he goes mech. I mean, mech is just almost suicide because the time between pushing and arriving at the Zerg's base is just so high. It's too easy to counterattack almost.
You really like mech, don't you? You just like,
It's-
yeah, I like to use mech against yeah, mech, always mech. Do you also use mech against Terran? Or only?
No, I play biomech against Terran, so
Oh.
that's marine tank fighting, whatever.
Alright.
And I do like mech against Zerg because it wins me games.
It wins you games for you. With a normal bio of mech army, it's not that.
I just haven't bothered trying to go back.
Afraid of losing ladder points, I know.
Mhm.
I know
Well,
that feel.
I even played a Masters player the other day.
Yeah?
I lost, but still, I was like, hey, yay.
Master level player. Oh my god, and I'm stuck demoted in platinum. Don't play as much as
Oh.
often. Yeah, that's really bad for me. That's like really really sad. But yeah, things happen, eh? Just and then crying and everything. Oh my god, and losing tournaments. Ah, really bad. So now we see that Vinivici went hedge first here, and that's perfectly normal on a map like this and on the distance between the two bases.
Mhm.
It's perfectly acceptable to go hedge first, which allows him to get extra drones out earlier, and also getting gas at the same time. Now, as Wyman said, it's a really huge map here, and it's not really that. It's really hard for Terran if they would go for mech in this kind of positions. But I don't see Skyro going for mech this game because, like you said, it's a huge map. If you just go with just medivac drops everywhere, there are many entrances where you can just drop your marines and just stim and just kill off buildings really well. I think Taldrim Altar is the perfect map for it.
Yeah, drops are pretty good, man.
We're going
Like, they kill shit.
not the drops, but the marines that come out of the drop, they kill shit.
Yeah, I know. It's like Nidus, and they're pretty good, but they don't kill anything themselves.
Oh my god.
I mean, they make creep, but that's just about it.
Mhm.
Anyway, pretty standard build so far. Once again, Reactor Hellion opening for the Terran. No, yeah, he's gonna make the command. Oh, okay. Two additional racks instead of a command center.
Where? Oh. That's weird.
That's special.
So what do you think he's going to do? I'm not really a Terran player, but what do you think he's going to do?
Well, I can only see this being a nice all-in for the Terran, which is a welcome change compared to the
Yeah,
last game.
it's like hey, let's end this game really quickly, like 40 minutes later. Okay, he's almost
right.
mine out.
So it's probably gonna, Marine rather Hellion, which works quite fine against circling and spine crawlers and queens.
Really curious about this. Already has one Hellion out, just staying near that Zelnaga watchtower.
The good thing for the Terran here is that he has respawned cross positions, so it's gonna take really long for these overlords to reach his base and actually scout something. You see? Also, he's throwing down 3 tech labs. He might go. Yeah, he make a Marauder, not a Reaper.
Marauder, Reaper, Hellion. Yeah, that's like that's really OP. Marauder Hellion Reaper.
He's researching stim, so it's probably just going to be a stim timing with Marauder Hellion, from the looks of it.
Yeah, but he's not producing anything out. Oh, he's supply blocked. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has a little bit of oversaturation, I think.
Yeah, he does. Okay, he lands a depot. That's what I was expecting, really. And he's immediately supply blocked again.
He should really hit a nice timing over there because Vinivici has already 2 spine crawlers over here. What we see else? Well, he doesn't expect anything. He's expecting normal standard play, I guess, because from what he scouted, he didn't scout him at all.
Nope, and it's going to take a while still for those overlords to reach him. You know, he might deduce from the fact that there aren't a lot of Hellions that there might be something incoming, but it might as well be Banshees, you know? It's really hard to predict if you can't scout, which is something that Zerg is often complaining about these days.
I'm really curious what he's going to do right now. Because
I would expect him to move out right about now, because Stim is going to finish in, well, what is it?
Yeah, and then he has to move out. He already has to be
30 seconds. You really should move out right now. And there he goes. 8 Marauders, like 5 Hellions and 2 Marines.
That's really
and
okay.
Stim.
We see
And
double
that's the most
and Stim, yeah. We see
And-
double evolution chamber hatchery. I'm not sure that Vinivici is going to expect it, but with that extra
No,
hatchery,
he's not going to expect it at all. And now he sees a bunch of Hellions. He's like, oh, that's standard stuff. And he just finished the larva inject. He's got a whole bunch of minerals and gas souped up. He's making 2 upgrades. And
then
now he sees the all-in.
and now
He's
what
just
is going
like,
to
whoa,
do?
whoa, buddy, what are you doing? And now he's making 22 links.
And a
Good thing
lot of
for him, he
spire
didn't-
crawlers.
Good thing for him, he didn't make a whole bunch of drones just then. He's pulled a bunch of SCVs. Yeah, this is it, man. He's gonna have to block these links from getting into the natural, and I think he's gonna do just fine.
He's making a lot of spire crawlers here. in
He's
his
actually
main base.
split the forces of Vinivici right now. They're circling some. Oh, there's the
And
stim.
there's a Stim. There
And he's
it
pulling
goes.
drones. Hellions are not getting targeted and just doing so much damage to these drones. While the Marauders are
Oh,
taking care of the
roasting
queens.
everything here.
And
there's still
oh,
Marauders
man.
left, and yeah, this doesn't look too good for Vinivici, but he's still.
Oh, and
making
he can
some
just
spire
focus down the spine crawler right here, and now the hatchery is gonna fall. He still has
Still,
a macro edge, though.
yeah, still if he does lose this, he's still ahead. But oh no, wait, Skyro isn't making anything. He's just making a lot more Marauders, more Hellions.
Another stim, he's gonna have to focus down these spine crawlers. Ooh, more links running in from the front, but they get taken out quite quickly by the Hellions. Yeah, he isn't gonna bother to take down this hatchery, it seems. Okay, now he is.
It's like, alright, units come out of this building, let's kill it.
Yeah, oh, he walks his spine crawlers to his natural. Maybe some sort of silly wall-off, but they're just gonna get killed right away.
Oh
I
my
mean, this is
God.
absolutely GG. Those spine crawlers were the last things he had, which would allow him to hold this attack, but... Yeah, man, Marauders, lots of health. Hellions, lots of damage against Lynx.
Really nice all in here.
With a bit of spite, calls to GG.
That's the GG, so Skyro is going to advance to this to the finals actually. I think he's the first, it's the first time for him that he's ever reached the finals. And I don't think he ever entered a tournament, I think it's the first time, I think, or the second time. I think maybe it's the second time that he entered it.
I think I'm gonna steal this build just to vary it.
Save replay. You can hit that replay button. That save replay button fast enough. So, do you already know who's the winner between Rayman and Wisire? Unless their games are really that long.
I'm pretty sure they've played already. Yeah, Rayman won from the looks of it.
Yeah, Rayman won. So it's going to be Rayman versus Skyro. Another TVZ.
Sweet. I like the matchup, so hey.
Me too. I like the matchups, but I just don't like if they're intentionally trying to delay it, yeah, the matches and everything.
It's an intense matchup, so.
Yeah.
Hey.
Remember, it's not because it's a final that it has a different kind of format. We still have a best of 3 format, not a best of 5 or anything weird. It's the same amount of rules. The winner of this will get more points. How many points does he get? He's getting what, 8 points or something. It's like a point system. How many cups you enter, how many points you get. The top 16 with the most points advance to the grand finals that will happen on the 27th of February. That's next month. So until then, you can still enter all kinds of cups, like from the ROCCAT's Winter Challenge Cups that will happen every Monday and every Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. Um, yeah, Central European time.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I'm just reading the chat. It's just hilarious.
Oh, this is go. Your fans, your personal fans.
Yeah, sort of. Should ask Wyman for lessons.
I agree.
Yeah.
Then you can then you can learn how to do a Marauder Hellion all in.
Tactical lessons with Wyman. And it's actually a really well-tuned build from the looks of it, because
Yeah.
those Marauders and Hellions were popping at the exact same time, over and over and over again, so it really lined up nicely to the income of the Terran player.
Oh, how cute! Rayman asked, like, he knows that I was really hungry and that I want to eat and everything, and he's like, "Are you sure you don't want to eat first, and then later we'll just do the finals?" I mean, I can wait now. Rayman, you're so sweet. This is a little hard for you, Rayman. That's so. No, Rayman is gonna win. No, he's just the winner. He's just the default winner. Just because he's so sweet, just wants. He doesn't want me to see that I'm starving to death. So.
Well, there's also severe sleep deprivation, you know.
Yeah. Also that. Yeah, but that's something that's not terminal. So it's not a problem.
Well, if you don't sleep for long enough, then it can be actually.
Alright, let me invite you. Let me make ourselves a referee.
Great. You're the host.
I'm hosting right now. Rainman is ready. Is Skyro ready? Well, he should be, because he just had a very intensive, long macro game behind him. So we'll see if he's ready. Are you ready? Yes,
I am.
Alright, then let's get this final started. These are the final games. These are the final series between Rayman and Skyro. The sixth cup, the sixth ROCCAT Winter Challenge Cup. Yeah. And don't be afraid, there will be another cups next week, every Monday and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So we have here. Good luck, have fun, buddy. So funny.
Nice bromance. So yeah, we have a TVZ, Rainman against, of course, our purple Terran, Skyro in the top, while, of course, Rayman is to the right. And yeah, some friendly banter going on. And it seems that our Zerg is going to scout our Terran quite quickly. I wonder if, like in the earlier game we see, he's going to move that SCV to the side a bit to see if there's an Overlord, because if he does, he will see it. I'm actually going to check Rayman's vision at this point to see if he sees the command center, but he's going to fly straight into it, so his Overlord gets spotted.
So he knows it. Yeah.
So they both know where they are each other. And I'm curious as to see how Skyro is going to respond to this. I mean, he could go for 11-11 racks or just play standard. Considering the fact that this is, of course, Metalopolis with quite an open map. And I do see this SCV by Skyro heading for
The
cross positions.
That's the first position. Why is he scouting cross? Oh, he's going to make something there? I'm not sure. Because
No, because this is a scouting pattern.
yeah, but why does he scout that direction? Because he saw the Overload, so he knows it's close by air.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just
okay. Now he's turned around. Now he realizes, oh, I'm being.
Oh, yeah, silly SCV. Just go get murdered by some Zerglings or something. Yeah.
Indeed. So he spots the hatchery and
He's going
gonna
hatch
check out
first.
the main.
Yeah.
Even though there's usually not a whole lot of interesting stuff to see, except maybe an extractor in the spawning pool. Maybe he'll go for an in-base barracks. Wouldn't expect it.
Maybe he's not going for cheese. Maybe he's going for a standard game, huh? You know that?
But that would be boring.
No. TVT, 40 minutes with siege tanks. That's boring. That's. If you look boring up, it's going to see. If you look boring up in the dictionary, it says TVT, longest matchup. I think
Yeah,
there was one game in MLG. No, I think it was
yeah,
MLG.
it was
Yeah,
Boxer versus Rain.
yeah, yeah. That game. Oh my god, that was so long and exhausting, but it was really cool. I really thought that was cool.
I think I saw the end of that at a Barcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I walked in like at the 50-minute mark, and people were like, "Oh, this game's been going on forever." I'm like, "Oh, okay, looks cool." And then
Cool.
there's this huge engagement with, with Vikings and Ravens and battle cruisers.
Yeah, that's cool. Not something that you see every day. That's not.
Mhm. It's just such a shame that you need a 40-minute build-up to have, a climax like that, which is usually over in 20 seconds.
Yeah. All you see are a lot of Vikings clumped together and some missiles going to other sides. And your mother
Exactly.
cannon's going off, but that's the only thing.
Yeah, Rayman just built a bunch of circling 6 instead of 4, which is usually more
And
standard.
also adding some 2 spine crawls. Why? Because he's expecting
Yeah,
progress.
you should expect,
Hellions.
Hellions is this
It's
case.
it's standard. It's like breeding. It's like living. It's like not dying.
If you're a Terran player, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kind of interested to see that Rayman did not go for a creep tumor first that is natural and instead injected. I mean, creep is going to be really useful if you want to fend off Hellions.
Yeah.
So why would you not? He's also sending his Overlord back in for some more scouting.
Well,
Uh,
he has with that extra larva injector, he has that 4 extra larva, which he could use for extra drones or anything or zerglings if there would be some kind of encounter anytime
yeah,
soon.
he might go for. Okay, he's got another queen. Now he's going to throw down a creep tumor, but it's probably going to get denied by these Hellions, which in turn are
Not
actually
yet.
going to get denied by these queens. So yeah, mission failed for those two.
Also have some more queens out, so in total of 4 queens, 2 queens for creep
Yeah,
tumor
this
production.
this is actually a really Spanitua style build. He's got 4 queens, a bunch of spines, and all he has is drones and maybe
Yeah.
well the bare minimum of links.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna take 4 gas all at the same time.
Yeah, it's
Well,
called the Ice Fisher build, and for the people who don't know, just drone a lot, don't take gas, you defend yourself with queens and spine crawlers, and then at 44, normally, ideally, it would be at like 44, 45 drones, then you take 4 gas, but he's taking 3 gas, I'm not sure why he's taking 3 gas instead of 4.
I don't know. I think it's actually more cost efficient to take 4 gas and only put 2 on each geyser.
Why,
That's
why,
actually mathematically more efficient.
why would you do that?
Well, that way you can also add more drones quicker if you want to, and it's more efficient apparently.
Hmm, good thing to know.
Yeah. Skyrim moving in with a bunch of Hellions, looking to deny some more creep tumors.
Cancel. Oh, it's not cancel.
Oh, it lives. How? It lives.
It lives, the creep tumor.
Yep.
Named after, yeah, after this. Yeah.
Okay, now it dies.
Ah.
Cost him a scando. He's gonna take out that one as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so no more creep tumors left for the Zerg player.
Yeah, but
He's got a nice wall of spines though. Holy crap!
yeah, indeed, I like the placement of the spines.
What I
And
find
with-
interesting is that sorry for interrupting, but he doesn't have the back of his natural isn't wall off with his spine. It would be a minimal effort just to stay safe.
Why would you do that if you're expecting any drops? They would come through the main base.
Hellions can just run past it like they're doing right now. You see, this is the reason.
Oh, right.
And this is quite a good angle for the Hellions. They killed a lot of links and only 2 Hellion losses, which is relatively good.
Mhm.
And well, right now we have Terran going for a standard marine tank unit composition, adding on a reactor to a start, but quite early, I would say.
Oh, there's just one supply depot that isn't being built yet near the mineral line of the main base. Poor
Yeah,
supply
that's-
depot.
A bit of a waste. Not sure why that happened.
Me neither. But we're seeing Rayman also with a macro hatchery. Before that third base, morphing in a lot of banelings. And with those 2 queens that he has for larva injects and creep tumors, you could see he could spread creep almost instantly.
Yeah.
But the unfortunate thing for him is that Skyro is scanning all the creep tumors and killing them.
Oh, nice surrounding by the circlings. Banelings moving in, and they're nice detonation. Wow, nice attack here by Rainman, and really those Hellions could have made a lot of difference. And now they're gonna get roast. Yeah, well, doing a pretty good job, I would say.
Yeah.
Wow, did you see those slings?
Yeah, they're just
Took a really interesting path.
just queued after each other, just like one big conga line.
Only one Baneling. He needs to take out the Baneling.
Baneling, Baneling, Baneling!
Take out the Baneling.
Oh, they didn't kill off the
He's
Baneling.
gonna hold this. Well, he lifts up